Welcome back to another This or That. This is going to be for 5 to 9 boys, and I've got just a few tips and suggestions. Remember, take it as it is. These are my opinions, but if God leads you to pack something different in your boxes, obviously let God lead you in that way. These kids are so blessed, not only by the gifts that you send, but by the fact that every box represents the gospel message that a kid gets to receive. So these are just tips and tidbits and thoughts of mine, but take them as you will, and hopefully they help you as you finish up your shoebox packing for this year. So first question, and this one was actually asked by quite a few of you guys. For this age group, would I pack a small car like this one? I know there's Matchbox brand, I know there's Hot Wheels brand, like lots of different brands, but a small car? Or would I pack a bigger style car, Tonka, I don't even know what brand this one is, but which car would I pack for 5 to 9 boys? And I would pack the smaller car. Now I try to pack multiples so that they can share with friends. Kids at this age like to do all sorts of different creative games with these cars. My husband, when he was little, he used to love drawing in the sand or in the dirt. They would draw little tracks and they would each get 3 pushes, and then it would be the next kid's turn with their car, 3 pushes. And if it left the track, they had to start over. So they invent all sorts of fun, crazy games with these cars. But I would say definitely to pick one of these cars. Next question, also asked by many of you, and I've only got one example of this, but would I pack a small sports item or a big sports ball? So one of these, or like a full-size football or a Nerf football, or like a small soccer ball or a larger size 4, size 5 soccer ball. So I mentioned in the 2 to 4 age that I would pack a smaller item like this. But for this age, 5 to 9, I know they see it. For this age, for 5 to 9, I would pack the larger item, the larger sports equipment. So a full-size football deflated with a pump, or a Nerf-size football, or a size 4, size 5, maybe size 3 soccer ball with a pump. But the reason is because they're starting to play more like pickup games, more school games. Some of them are even in rec or club teams. So that's an item that they're using more for sport. Whereas at this age, with 2 to 4-year-olds, they're really using it for fun. But with the 5 to 9, they're starting to really use it for a sport. And so I would send the larger item. Next item. For this age group, would I send crayons like Ms. Eliana is holding, or colored pencils? So let me turn these around so they can see them. They can't see them. We got crayons or we've got colored pencils. And I would send, just like I said for the girls, colored pencils. And the reason for that is because most of these kids have entered either a kindergarten type age or school. And colored pencils are a regularly required school supply item. Now I would try to send the full pack because they're using it mostly for school. And so in order for it to be an academic use, they do need all of the colors. Other tidbit, I found this out today coloring with Eliana. I don't know where this brand is from. If you know, comment down below where this blue liquid mark. I don't know where it's from, but I don't recommend it. Now, if you're drawing on white paper, it works great. But if you're drawing on like the recycled paper that they use in coloring books, you have to push so hard for the color to show up. So when Eliana and I were coloring today, like even I had to push really hard and tired out my hand. And then I switched to a Crayola, or I think I was actually using Crazart, and I switched to a different brand and it worked so much better. I didn't have to push hardly at all and I got more color out of it. So, but my personal review, I don't like this brand, but Crazart, Crayola, any of those are fine. Just make sure you send a pencil sharpener with it. For this age group, would I send an action figure or a stuffed animal? And this answer is interesting. Either one is phenomenal. I will say a lot of the older end of this age group, so this is where it's kind of tricky because they're transitioning. They're like 7, 8, 9 would probably love the action figure a little bit more. But then you've also got the 5, 6, 7 who love stuffed animals. So there's not a wrong answer. Either one is going to be a blessing for those kiddos. I don't personally have opinion in terms of action figure or stuffed animal. They're both great. So no opinion there. Pack what your heart desires and what fits in your box. But I wanted to show that. And then the very last one, would I pack a t-shirt or like an outfit or underwear. And I would pack the t-shirt or outfit. Mostly because I've seen a lot of boys get super embarrassed when they pull underwear out and they try to hide it. And this is just something that kids go through so quickly. And so this is something that kids grow out of and use on a daily basis. I know they use underwear too. I'm not saying they don't. But this just seems to be a little bit more desired just because of the embarrassment factor, but then also the excitement factor of being able to show it. So being able to wear it. Oftentimes when we give the boxes, that first Saturday service or that first Sunday service after we give boxes, the kids will show up in whatever came in their box. And so they love to have something to show that came from another country. And I know that might sound a little bit vain, but it just is the heart. And so if I'm picking for my own personal box, whether I send underwear or a shirt or outfit, I would pick the clothing. Now, one tidbit as we're ending this video, if I'm packing clothes, size up, because these boxes are for 5 to 9-year-olds. Now, you've got 5-year-olds that are roughly hip height. I have 9-year-olds that are up to my shoulder. So there's such a huge range, and you would rather have the clothes be a little bit too big than too small. And so because it is such a wide range and it's such a growing age, 5 to 9 is a huge difference. I would size up on the clothes. So that's my only tidbit for clothing. But yeah, these boys love to get clothing. They love when it says things in English or has like something stamped on it. They find that really fun and exciting when it's clothes that you can't find where they live. So clothing's a great thing. Just size up. Those are all of my tidbits for 5 to 9 boys. Another pretty easy age group. Hopefully this helps you guys as you guys are looking for things to pack in your boxes. I love sharing, I love giving ideas, but I also love reminding you guys to just pray. Pray over your box, pray for those kids as they are getting ready to hear the gospel, and pray that God takes your box into exactly the hands that they are meant to be in. But hopefully I will get these next couple videos out. We've still got 10 to 14 girls, 10 to 14 boys. And say, see you.
See you
On the next
on the next
video.
video.
Bye.